I didn't wasn't really inspired to be open about my sexuality. I just, this whole experience was like an open diary of my heart and my life. And so the events that happened made it to where I had to be vocal about what was going on in my life. And what was happening is I was being questioned about my sexuality.
I just want to make sure you're not going to be, sexually intimate with, the other relationships here.
And that affected me in a way that made me react in a very passionate way. From obviously how you feel, me in a windmill, you probably want to leave. And this is not just a show for entertainment. This was my life, and I had to stay true to myself. And it did impact. If it does resonate with women, I'm so glad. That's the silver lining to it. But I had to stay true to my truth, and that's what I was doing. It wasn't me just trying to spark a conversation for this to blow up. It was just, that was what was happening in my life at that time, and I had to stand up for myself.
Yeah, it's important to see though.
Yeah, no, and it is, and I'm glad that it can there's a conversation to be had after, but in that moment it was really just for me to let him know that I am not going to be talked to like that, and hopefully women out there can resonate with that. If they've ever felt that way, can feel like they can say the same to any man who makes them or talks to them in that way. I mean, I only get half the story in a way. I only had the conversations that happened with me. I don't have a secret camera in the house or with the guys. I had the conversations that they have with me privately. And so it is interesting to watch it back and see what, with the audience, everything, the full scope. And so of course there were, conversations or things that were like, that's not exactly what was said to me. That can be frustrating and upsetting and make me question. But ultimately I think the way that this experience played out for me is exactly how it was supposed to play out. Whether that hurt and was frustrating, I learned a lot.